A very warm welcome to all my dear friends. About myself, I am Dr. Sunil Baparao Zanje, working as an assistant professor at Department of Chemistry in J.M. Patel College, Bhandara. Now we are going to demonstration of colorimeter. Before performing any chemical analysis, switch on the instrument and warm up to about half an hour. This colorimeter is used for the measurement of absorbance of the colored substances, and this colorimeter follows the Beer-Lambert's law principle. Beer-Lambert's law is a fundamental law which governs the absorbance of monochromatic radiation by transparent homogeneous absorbing system. And by considering this law, this technique is used or employed for measurement by this instrument. Therefore, it is called as colorimetry. On this instrument, on the left hand side, there are 8 filters given, which shows wavelength 400 nanometer, 420 nanometer, 480 nanometer, 500 nanometer, 520 nanometer, 540 nanometer, 620 nanometer, and last one is the 680 nanometer. On the right hand side of this instrument, there is a filter wheel which rotates to and fro moment. There is a 8 filters which given here. This is the 420 nanometer, this is the 480 nanometer, and this filter wheel is rotated by two and fro moments. Here is the cuvette chamber is given, and this is the LED which shows the operating information here, and there is one more key, that is the set 0 button is given here. Before the sample to be analyzed, we have to make its a solution. The solvent is used for the preparation of solution, can be treated as a reference solvent. For example, this is the potassium dichromate sample solution. This solution is prepared by weighing a potassium dichromate and dissolve it in distilled water and diluted up to the mark with distilled water. Therefore, water is used as a solvent. So, during the analysis or performing the experiment, we can take a water as a reference solvent. This is a cuvette. This is round cuvette is used for the colorimetric analysis. At the first, we have to fill the cuvette by reference solvent. Reference solvent is water is used for the our sample preparation. So fill the cuvette and clean the surfaces of the cuvette with the help of tissue paper, and then place it to the cuvette chamber. Now we are going to scan to analyze the sample on each filter. For that, if we set the filter at 400 nanometer, firstly we have to keep our reference solvent, that is this reference solvent is filled on this cuvette and cuvette is placed in the cuvette chamber. Firstly we have to keep our reference solvent in the cuvette chamber and press set 0. After pressing 0, what it will do? It will neglect the absorbance of the reference solvent. It means blanking procedure is done, and after blanking procedure is done, display shows 0. It means 0 absorbance is here. 0 absorbance is nothing but 100% transmittance. Then pull out the reference solvent cuvette and fill the sample solution cuvette. After filling sample solution in cuvette, clean the surfaces of the cuvette with the help of tissue paper and place it to the cuvette chamber. Then record the absorbance which shows by display at 400 nanometer. There is a 0.10 is the absorbance. Then pull out the sample solution cuvette and place the reference solvent cuvette, then change the filter, it means 420 nanometer wavelength, then press set 0 for blanking. At the time of blanking, it will remove the absorbance of reference solvent. Display shows 0. Then pull out the reference solvent cuvette and place the sample solution cuvette and record the absorbance. So same procedure will be repeated again. Remove the sample solution cuvette and place the reference solvent cuvette. Change the filter. Press set 0 for blanking. After completion of this blanking procedure, remove the cuvette and place the sample solution cuvette and record the absorbance, and it is near about 0. So this is the absorbance of the at 400 third filter, that is the 480 nanometer wavelength. Then pull out the sample solution cuvette and place the reference solvent cuvette. Change the filter. Now 500 nanometers wavelength is here. Then press 0 for blanking. During the blanking procedure, it will neglect the absorbance of the reference solvent. Then pull out the reference solvent cuvette and place sample solution cuvette and note down the absorbance. It is near about 0.02. Then pull out the sample solution cuvette, place the reference solvent cuvette, change the filter, press set 0 for blanking. It means it will neglect the absorbance of reference solvent. Then pull out the reference solvent cuvette and again place the sample solution cuvette and note down the absorbance. So repeat the procedure for all the filters, and after repeating this procedure we have get this absorbance of this all the filters, and then draw the graph between absorbance against wavelength. You will get lambda max. You will get the graph like this, and this indicates that the lambda max value is 480 nanometer. So set filter at 480 nanometer and place the reference solvent cuvette. Press set 0 for blanking, and now record after fixing this 480 nanometer wavelength, that is the lambda max value. We can record now. We have to record the absorbance of different concentrations solutions. So fill the cuvette sample of the first sample in standard volumetric flask. This is the first sample. Fill the cuvette and clean the surfaces of the cuvette with the help of tissue paper and record the absorbance of the first sample. And it is near about 0.04. Then remove the sample solution of the first sample. Then fill the second sample at the same filter and record the absorbance of the second sample solution. Here do not change the blank solution cuvette. Do not add the sample solution blank solution cuvette or reference solvent cuvette. Only we can take the absorbance of the sample solution at this fixed wavelength or fixed filter, and this is the second, that is 0.002 concentration, and it is found to the absorbance is 0.06. Then pull out the cuvette and fill the third sample solution. Surface of the cuvette and place it to the cuvette chamber and record the absorbance. Then fill the next sample solution in the cuvette and record the absorbance by placing cuvette in the cuvette chamber. Then pull out this cuvette and fill the cuvette of the next sample solution. After filling the cuvette, clean the surfaces of the cuvette with the help of tissue paper and place it to the cuvette chamber and record the absorbance. So finally we have to take the absorbance of the unknown sample solution, and it is found to be 0.07. The absorbance of known concentration is recorded. Then after the absorbance of unknown solution recorded, from this we can get the concentration of unknown solution by plotting the graph between absorbance versus concentration. Here now I am plotting the graph. This is the y-axis, this is the x-axis. On this y-axis there is absorbance. Graph is absorbance against concentration. This is the different concentrations. First 0.0001, second 0.0002, third 0.0003, then fourth 0.0004, 0.0005. These are the different concentrations. Now when we plotting by using this absorbance, we can get a straight line passing through this origin. After drawing this graph or outline of this graph, finally we can take a absorbance of the unknown solution, because unknown solutions concentration we have didn't know. So to find out the concentration of unknown solution, we can using this colorimetric analysis. Here is a 0.07 absorbance. For example, it is here. We can draw the line as it is at 0.07 absorbance. Then again by calculating plotting this graph, we can get a unknown solutions concentration like this. So this is the experimental procedure actual for performing the analysis. This colorimeter is very much useful for the analysis of blood, water, soil nutrient analysis, and it is also used for the analysis of foodstuffs and determination of solution concentration, determination of reaction levels, and finally it is very much applied for the determination of bacterial crop growth. You have to understand this colorimetric analysis procedure. Okay, thank you.
On the behalf of Department of Chemistry, I am very much thankful to DBT Star College Scheme, Department of Biotechnology, Government of India, and I am also thankful to Coordinator DBT Star College Scheme and Principal of our J.M. Patel Arts, Commerce and Science College, Bhandara. Once again, I thank you.